while since we last spoke, but something has happened at the mines I've been supervising.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream, and this is the second attempt at this because the first one was not so great. So today we're going to be exploring the mysteries of CHOO stuff that I've come across through my many hours of playing this game. And yeah, we're just going to kind of take a look at it, kind of speculate a little bit, see if we can figure out maybe some of the mysteries, because there's a few. There's a few different ones. So the first one is actually right here, just on the edge of the dock. If you come to the back here, down this little ledge is a note. It says, "I have nothing more to lose here. I've made up my mind to swim to the mainland, or at least try. I likely won't make it, but still I see my chances as being higher out there than on this forsaken rock." Now, unfortunately, if you look to the side, there is the man who wrote the letter. He didn't make it, at least very far. You know, he made it a few meters, a few feet. But who is this man? What's his name? What does he look like? Does he have family? Does anyone else know him on this island? Why has no one mentioned him? Never once have you heard anything about that poor man. So let's continue a little bit. These train tracks are very strange. They lead to the edge there, dead end, and kind of just disappear. And if you're telling me that they went up this steep incline, that minecart would go straight through off the edge into the water. I don't know about you, but they don't have brakes. At least like brakes that would help with that kind of an incline. So we're just going to skip Eugene, kind of run over and get this key quick, just to move things along. Whose shed is this? Why does it exist? Who left the key here? We may never know.
Good on you! Looks like you found it. Open up that door and lead the way. Well, that good. Are you ready?
All right, onward.
Yeah, baby! We're coming for you, Charles! Do you hear that? It's him!
There's Charles.
It's him! Get the gun!
Not that this does anything.
Careful! Don't let the gun
R.I.P. Eugene.
He's not taking it.
See you later, Eugene. I'm sorry. That was our first encounter with the big guy. Okay, one of our first mysteries is actually right here. I should say first, I should say second. If you follow this trail coming up here... Oops, I think I missed it. Where is it? This area looks all too similar. I can never find it. Is it back here? No. It's pretty hard to miss. It's further up. I thought so. That's the dude's house that we talked to. I don't see it. Okay, maybe we'll have to skip this one for now, because I could have swore it was around here. Maybe it was further back. Oh well. Back on the train. We have this little camp there, but that's nothing too special. not a very mysterious mystery in my opinion. So we're gonna have to jump out and switch the track. Oh, and there's even a big crate there full of scrap. That's handy. Let's upgrade our speed, get a little bit more out of it. So our second mystery is coming up here at about 400 meters. Because in CHOO, there's a lot of areas that you never really explore, and yet they have so much like atmosphere and like almost meaning to them, but you never know what the whole point of it was.
Eugene told us as a
I gotta grab a little bit of scrap here quick. Like the game doesn't really explain why it's there. You never go there during the regular gameplay. Thank you, lady. I don't think we have to talk to her, no. And I really like games like that kind of give you like that sense of exploration and also like a sense of like wonder, like you just don't know why it's there. Okay, the first spot is right here. You'd miss it if you weren't paying attention. I don't think this fence connects to it. There's kind of this pale little trail here. Let's make sure we're on the right one. Yes. If you kind of follow it, it's a little long. A little bit of a hike to get there. You'll see this little building in the distance. I don't know if it's a house or what, but it goes right off the dock. Like right into the water with a dock sort of deal. We'll kind of explore it here, see if there's any notes or anything. There's a chest. A chest that we can't open yet. Because we don't have the lockpicks. Someone from the mob just spotted my raft, so I can't risk waiting for you. They'll be back any time now. I'm sorry I couldn't take you along with me, but know with certainty that I'll send help back to evacuate you and everyone else on the island as soon as I reach the mainland. With love. Okay, well, I don't think we ever see her. I wonder if there's something down there. I wonder, did she make it to the mainland? Probably not, considering she never sent the help. Let's go explore a little bit. See if we can spot the raft. Ooh. That's not a good sign, guys. Blood trails. Looks like something was drugged to the dock. Or away from it. Here's her oar. Both of them. So I don't know how far she could have made it without those. Interesting. But there's no sign of the boat. No sign of the boat at all. Strange. Then again, she could, hand paddle if she was feeling up for that. Very strange. Well, let's return. I think that's all there is for this little house here. The lanterns aren't lit. It's as if there was no one's been here for a while. Should we grab the lockpick and head back there? See what's in that crate. It's probably just scrap. Probably. I mean, you never know, though. Get a boost off the train. Just gotta grab some more of this so we can speed our train up, because it's kind of slow.
Look, I got some here.
Do this mission quick. Get it out of the way. Damn it. Once we get this, maybe we'll run back there. It's not too far. Just to make sure, because you never know. I know it's not a paint can, because I've collected all the paint cans in the game. There's definitely nothing there. But if no one explores it, how would you ever know? If there is a secret. I mean, it's not like it's that far. I've ran across the entire map before. I've done streams where you do no train, just completely trainless. And let me tell you, that takes a while. But it's not bad. The map looks a lot bigger than it really is, I think. It looks massive, but to run across, it only takes a few minutes. If you're, sprinting. I mean, you're not running across the whole map every time. You're just going to certain places, and if you figure out the route, you got it. You can get a pretty good idea of where you need to go and in what order. All right, scrap. Yeah. Sometimes there's secret notes underneath the scrap, so that's another good thing to look for. But in this case, alas, there was nothing. But now we know. And for reference on the map, it's down in the corner here, down this pathway, right there. Abandoned home. I don't think we can see anything interesting along the shoreline. No. Actually, I know there's a few places that, like, there's not even like a path to get there, and there's still something hidden. You could just take a peek around. Nothing, I think. My dog's down here. What are you doing? Knocking things over. Okay, let's get back on the train. Grab a little bit of the scrap. We can go take a look at Barry. Barry is a swamp monster. And he, I can't pull it up on stream, but he has a very interesting texture.
We believe our there's an ears.
I mean, I might be able to pull it up on stream. Oh no. Let's run through here. I don't really care for the flamethrower. He just, again, gives a lot of scrap. Where is it? Right there. And an orange paint can.
Here, I don't.
So another weird thing is this gate opens up to the outside, but there's nothing. Come on. There's nothing really out here. Like, again, it's just like a pathway to nothing. Lots of weird dead ends in CHOO. This guy's definitely prepared for the apocalypse, though. Let's go see Barry. Oof. Bury the swamp monster. Alright. So you don't even need to talk to the witch to get started with Barry. But we will go talk to her because she mentions him. So we'll get a little bit of info.
Well, hello, darling. I'm making a fresh stew with ingredients from my very own swamp. But I don't have any meat at the moment. I smell a carcass on the island in the swamp, and if you wait over there and bring it back for me, I'll pay you some scraps. Although, you'll need to be wary of Barry, the swamp monster.
There it is.
Keep an eye out for him splashing around, and don't move if he gets close to you. As long as you stand still, he's as kind as a kitten.
There you go, that's Barry. As Barry explained to you. So if we take a jump from the dock here, straight into the water, we get to meet Barry. You'll hear his footsteps. So there he is. We're gonna not move. Every time you do move, he kind of gets re-alerted to you. Here's her dead fish that she wants for the stew. Barry swam right through us. Once we return the fish, maybe we'll see what the kill screen looks like from old Barry.
Water of a sick.
Alright, thanks. Alright, let's see what it looks like when Barry kills us. Come here, Barry. There's the death screen. Well, we lost 3 scrap. That's fine. See if I can pull up a picture of good old Barry here quick. Oh, and the mic was muted for that. Damn it. All right, let's add Barry back in and we could talk about it. Okay, so here's Barry the fish. Oh, where is it? There he is. Tiny little picture. So that's Barry the fish. Interesting looking guy. He's just a fish. I mean, it's a terrifying looking fish, but apparently, though, Barry also has an entire body. Now, this photo is ginormous for some reason. But this is what Barry looks like outside of his fish form. So he's got some weird legs there. He's got arms. Why? That's a good mystery. Like, why does Barry have that body, and why does he only get squished down into the shape of a fish when you see him? Who knows? Like, where'd he come from? That's mysteries you'll probably never find out. Anyways, we've been sitting here this whole time and no one's attacked us. Nice. On to the next. So there's actually something in this mine that's interesting, noteworthy, so to speak. How much more do we need? 28. We need quite a bit more. Get a good boost off the train. Let's get into the mine here. So the mines are very interesting. They're supposedly very, like, you know, they're guarded, but not very well. But if we take a wander over here, as you enter the cave, the big opening, you'll basically just normally wander into here. But what is behind this door? Where does it go? Why is it so big? And look at all the cave drawings on this entryway. Now what it kind of looks like is that this, for one, is blocked off pretty good with ginormous rocks and huge pieces of wood. So it's like they're trying to keep something in there. And at the end of the game, when you're in the big cave that looks similar to this, and you see all the eggs, you kind of wonder how one would get there. And this is probably how you would get there. So I think behind this gate is another entry point into that big underground cave with all the spider eggs. So we're gonna wait till this guard passes by. I think he's gonna be coming up right now. There he is. So as you enter, it's just a, little circle. Nothing too interesting in here. Other than, it's a spider egg. Right there. The green one. So if we make our round here, avoid the man. He somehow doesn't notice that the egg is missing. The very thing you're guarding. Which is glowing green. And you somehow overlook that. So if we head back out this way, you notice that there was no other way to go. But if you take a peek right there, there is a walkway and a door. That one's not locked up or guarded or anything. But there's no access to it from inside there. Another interesting, spooky thought about where does it lead and what to use that door at one point. Like, what walked across there? Was it just the miners? Did they dig too deep? Expose something they never meant to? I believe it does kind of talk about how they were mining and found something on the island. See, the mining has been proceeding smoothly, and we're seeing signs of a solid vein already. The tools are still holding up well, and we finished constructing our shelter. We haven't spent long here, but we're getting settled in and adopting a good rhythm and schedule for our work. So there's been no signs of anything, other than for us right now, apparently. But they haven't noticed anything interesting yet, or out of the ordinary. All right, Charles, where'd you go? There you are. Let's take him out. I gotta get him off our back. Can't let the gun overheat, though. I should be taking off pretty soon here. There we go. Okay, I don't want to miss anything. Where are we? Oh, that's the pickle lady. Nothing too interesting there. Let's we can check out this one. This one's interesting. So it seems like I gotta switch the track. Oh no, I didn't get it. So it seems like the choochoocharles there is not the only thing on the island. There's actually a few different monsters. And one of them is heavily based on the Slender Man. Sorry, I'm going to grab some more. Heavily based on the Slenderman. And we'll go take a look. We'll talk to one of the locals here. We'll actually also come across one of the other mysteries that just unexplained. There's this little canyon over here that holds the second creature of the game. There we are. A little bit of a boost. So we mosey on across this little bridge. Kind of a pointless bridge, but oh well. We'll come across a character here who has some strange things happening in her rock field.
Say, you're that monster hunter. I must know, do you have any experience with ghosts? Someone or something has been pinning exactly 16 drawings to lampposts in the boulder field every night. I always collect and burn them, but as I was looking for them last night, I began hearing strange noises and seeing strange things. I only found half of them yesterday because of the commotion. Could you go find the last date and bring them to me?
So she says she has some strange things happening. For the past 7 days, there have been some strange happenings in the nearby boulder field. A week ago, I went over there to clear my mind, as I often do, and I found a strange drawing pinned to a lamppost. I took down the page and burned it because it seemed like the best way to deal with the paranormal paper. The next night, I found even more drawings and burned them as well. I found exactly 16 drawings, multiple nights in a row, and now they're accompanied by horrific ghastly noises. I don't feel safe going out there again. My best guess is the place is haunted. Maybe by our lost crew members, maybe by something else. So if we head over to this boulder field here, we'll see the first page right as we enter. There's 8 of them. And as you can see, they're accompanied by a little blood and some very strange drawings. And as soon as we grab our first paper, you hear the noise. So we're gonna run, try to find the second paper. Ooh, there's the second one. A man holding a knife. Here's another one. Oh, we missed it. Because there is that chasing us. In the closer he gets, the fuzzier the screen gets. As I said earlier, this is very heavily based on Slender Man. Dead body, it looked like. Very creepy indeed. And as a first time playthrough, it was not fun, believe me. So what do we got here? A spider. And that is what happens there if he catches you. He just teleports you outside. Outside of the boulder field. We'll go get one more look at him. See again, kind of a closer up if we can. And the more pages you get, the faster he moves, the more aggressive he gets. Alright, let's see if we can spot him. Interesting thing though, if you leave the boulder area, that's it. He disappears. Okay, there he is. Poof, gone. We'll head back in here. Try to get him to appear again. Last time he kind of came over the center. He must spawn in the center of the map. Yep, there he is right there. Okay, at what point does he disappear? Just past this lamppost. Okay, let's see if we can get a good look at him. Okay, let's go. He's coming. There he is. So he's got this odd ghostly smoke effect. And not only that, fuzzes your screen, just like Slender Man. Okay, so let's let him get us again. We'll demonstrate that teleportation, because he doesn't necessarily kill you, which is strange. All right, get a good look at him here. Very, very creepy indeed. All right, enough of that. Our next mystery, which is actually a very good one. It's another one of the unexplained ones. Because this one you have more so like I don't know. It's a monster. You can see him. Don't know where he came from though. The old Slender Man monster. But if we come actually straight across from the lady who has the issue with the Slender Man, kind of run into the forests here, you'll find a strange thing. It's a staircase just in the middle of the woods that leads nowhere. And it's got the same scratches and markings, whatever you'd like to call them. But alas, it just leads nowhere. Now, I think there's a little story behind staircases in the forest. I believe that's a thing. It's very foggy here. I believe they have some sort of meaning. Oh, look at that. It's interesting. Why is it so foggy? Or smoky, or what is that? Just around the staircase. Interesting. Well, if we go a little bit further, just up over these hills a little bit. I think it's right here. What was that? Did you guys see that in the bottom of my screen? It was like a little blue-yellow flash. I don't know. Okay, where is it? We might have walked past it a little bit. Here it is. So if you come over here, kind of in this general straight across area, you'll see this weird little circle. Now, if we head in here, there's a fire. That's kind of strange, but you'll start to see very weird things. A bunch of dolls, a little butterfly doll, just stabbed through these tree branches. We got a bunny, more little baby dolls, teddy bear, all just hanging. Some with blood, interestingly enough. It's all just dolls, obviously. But something... You know, the eyes are blacked out, scratched, and taken out. Very strange indeed. No context, just that. Someone left this here. Who left that here? And why? Are they trying to creep us out? Because it's working. Next mystery is over in this direction. Now, creepy noises. All throughout CHOO, you'll find these weird little, almost like a shrine. And in these shrines, there's not much. There's usually a piece of scrap or, the one has a paper. And we'll get back to that later, because I don't want to spoil it. But it's a very interesting paper. Very. So this house here is actually also very interesting. If we head over to the front door. Lots of bats and birds. Now if we go inside, there's some very strange stuff. So upstairs, other than the creepy masks, this is obviously a crew member's house. So there's this gate. If you open the gate, there's a very ominous stairway heading down. Now, if you head down here, there's all sorts of little nooks and just interesting things to look at. Like those. What are those? I don't know. But then we come to another gate. And we open this one. And it might just kind of look like a cold cellar, storage, some drinks and chests. Just the regular stuff that you think you would have in your basement, apparently. We'll open this chest, grab the scrap. Nothing at the bottom. But there's this door. And there's this very bright light coming from the other side. But the door's locked. We can't get in. What's behind there? Whatever it is, it's very intriguing. The game wants us to go back there, like it's showing us, hey, there's something just behind the door. It's shining to you. But we'll never know. There's nowhere to peek through and look. There's nothing. No key, at least from what we've seen. Perhaps there is a key to get back there. Just haven't found it yet. These masks are terrifying. They are... Oh, come on now. They are absolutely disgusting. Like, why do you have to make your mask look so gross? I guess it's kind of got to match the look of Charles himself, but... Alright, let's head on over to this another unexplored, typically unexplored area. Now, we don't have our train, so let's hope that Charles kind of leaves us alone. Hearing some coyotes or something. Very interesting. In the distance, sounds playing. Should have just went and got our train. So normally the train track you come in and along is right here. And there's kind of some scrap and a little bit of stuff here, like hinting, like, hey, come over here, come explore this a little bit. Because normally you'd miss it. You'd never need to go here. So if you're just constantly on the go, you zoom right by it. Just another little camp here. Lean-to. And then there's this building. So if we head on up over Where's the door? Right here. It's right on the cliffside. Very rocky cliffside that we can't get any closer to, unfortunately. Game doesn't want us jumping off. Oh. I spoke too soon. Strange. We can't go right here. Why? Why aren't we allowed to explore right there? Let's make our way back up. Do a little bit of rock climbing here, because that's what we're built for. Alright, let's open this door and head inside. So we got a little bit of sleeping quarters down here, and it's nothing too crazy. So we head upstairs. We got a balcony. We can see. Not very far because of the fog and the rain, but you know, it's a good place. Another ominous chest. Let's see what's inside. Just scrap, it looks like. No notes, no nothing. Wow. Nothing to give us a hint about who was here or what was here and why. Strange. It's a nice little property. It's very, very weird when something like this is just completely abandoned. Was this the guy that jumped overboard off the dock and tried to swim to the mainland? Who knows? Did this person die? Maybe they didn't. We're gonna go get the key to the next underground area for the final, second to last egg. Now there's a lighthouse that's just up the walkway there, and every time I've played this game,
I'm sure Eugene told you all.
I've never once had Charles come at me from over there. Like, I've never seen him in that general corner of the map. I need to write this theory down fast before Warren finds out that I'm onto his dirty plot. My theory is that Mr. Warren Warlord III is trying to hatch and raise more of these eight-legged critters, a whole army for who knows what purpose. They found a whole nest of those eggs while clearing out debris from the cave-in. We also know that they're as hard as diamonds, completely indestructible. The miners spent months using the temple prism to suck the energy out of all the eggs. But before they could destroy the last three, Old Man Warren stopped them. Warren must have realized how powerful these things are, and rather than protect us from them, wants us to use them to take over the world. I'm on to you, Warren. Greg, genius extraordinaire. So that was his own little note there that he left. Believe it or not, he's kind of insane. So we're going to run back over to our train that we have kind of abandoned. Way over here. There is a mystery along the road here. I think it's further up. That's interesting. A little brown there. Like darker than everywhere else. Here's an interesting spot. There's a cave. Okay, let's go get our train, because that'll help move around a little bit faster. We're going to skip the rocket launcher. Don't really need it. This is the explosives testing grounds, which happens to be where the rocket launcher resides. Interestingly enough, who would have known? Again, very close to this abandoned house with the underground secrets. Now those little shrines there are very interesting to me because they look like a shrine of some sort, like either a place of worship or sacrifice, even. And this is another interesting thing to me. The vast amounts of just random scrap that's littered throughout the land of Aronium. Aronium? Aronium? I don't know. However they pronounce it. Just lots of scrap kicking around with no real purpose. Just in the middle of nowhere. There's our train. I hear the music playing, which is definitely a sign of Charles approaching. See? I don't like to toot my own horn, but I was kind of right. Let's see, where are you? There you are. Let's take him out. If we had Bob, which is one of the other weapons in the game, that one is very efficient at taking out Charles without overheating. Charles, leave us alone. We're getting awfully close to where I... damn it. It's taking us down the wrong path. Turn around. Let's get our last level up there. Oh, I missed it. What the heck? Come back, train. Okay, so let's see. Nope. Oh, more scrap. Yes, please. Don't mind if I do. The train's kind of rolling away from us here, but perfect. It's kind of right where we want to be, actually. So if we come off the path here, just come off the train track here and follow this little path, we come up to something very interesting. So this is just some sort of part of a mine, I guess you could say. Like, I don't know, they were obviously going to use it. Like, they got the carts and everything set up here, they got wheels. No way to get down safely. Like, I don't know if they just expect you to jump in and break your legs. That's exactly what I'm going to do. But how did the miners use it? Especially with all this heavy equipment. I'm trying to lower it down here without a crane of some sort. So now we're stuck. There's no way of going back up the way we came. So if we kind of... We're going to follow this down again. Break our legs a little bit. Oof. Got this note. Mining in the new location has been going smoothly, but we found nothing of interest yet. The path we've been digging seemed rather unconventional, but Warren finally revealed that our team is looking for more ruins similar to the ones unearthed at the southern mine. After visiting the other ruins with Gale, I am intrigued that we may find more to explore, as the ruins seem to be quite grand. So similar to the ones unearthed at the southern mine. So if we take a peek here, head down to the southern mine. I believe that note is speaking of the one that we initially already went into, which did have some interesting things about it. Like walkways and doors that led nowhere. Another chest. I want to say there's just a paint can in this one. No, I don't think there is a paint can. Damn it. I can't remember what's in this one, honestly. Wow. I am rusty as hell. There we go. And just scrap. Ooh, the lightning. So there's only one way to go, and it's kind of pushing us towards this direction, so we're gonna we're going to continue following it. Got another minecart here. Some explosives. Some hammers. Some water too, so that's different. If we just follow this around a little bit more. Ooh. Did you see that? That's a good mystery. We'll touch on that in a second. Okay. Now we're out. We come out by the ocean. This is ocean water. The minecart's just dead end, falling off the track as they come to a halt. Down here, big cave. Lots of waste. So that blue thing that we just seen, the purple, green, blue thing. So every now and then when you're playing CHOO, it happens probably once every playthrough. Never more. I believe I've only experienced it once. And once per playthrough. And what it is it's this weird orb that appears as you're usually when you're chooching along the train track here is when I've seen it most. Like you'll be just looking out forward and poof, a big blue splotch or green or purple. I've seen multicolored ones. They just appear in the distance. And that one is actually, I think, one of the first I've seen not on the train. That one was underground even, and it was kind of stuck in the wall. Now, what is it? I don't know. It could be some sort of just artifact from an entity spawning, or I don't know what it's implying by that. Like, is there any rhyme or reason to it? We will never know. But it is interesting, that's for sure. Especially when you're in such a gloomy, dark game and it's vibrant pink or purple or green or blue, like I said. Or sometimes a little mixture of two. It might be blue and purple. It might be green and purple. The most common ones I've seen is the green and purple. But I have seen a cyan, kind of bluish color once or twice. So our next area we're going to explore is this one. Some of you guys might actually know about it, because it's got a very interesting Easter egg tied to it. But we're going to head on down. There's a camp. I believe that's where this is. Yes. So another one of these interesting shrines and a camp. This one's guarded. So we gotta spot the guard here. There he is. Okay, we'll take him back to our train and we'll dispose of him to make it a little easier. He's gonna shoot us in the butt. Oh, he missed though. Come on, I don't want you to fall too far behind. 'Cause I need you. Michael, hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. I know he's gonna shoot me. Okay, let's get this equipped. There we go. Alright, perfect. That's all we needed. So we're gonna head back down to this little shrine here that he was trying to protect. Now that we can do it in peace, of course. I could have shot him, but, you know, the flamethrower's funner. So this is one of the other shrines. They're dotted all over the map. This one doesn't appear to have any notes or anything attached to it. Just a little bit of scrap, like the usual. So let's open this chest here. See if there's anything of interest. This isn't the mysterious part that we were getting to. This is just on the way. Nope, just scrap. Why would you want to make your... Would you want your camp to be that close to this mysterious structure, or is that just asking for, like, bad luck? Alright, so we got this little shack out here, little house. We go inside. There's a note. I couldn't be happier with this job. I'm happy to leave my pickaxe-swinging days behind me to work as a foreman on the northern mine site. I even have the nicest little beach home to spend time in. Good fishing from the dock, too. Life couldn't be better, and I'm excited to spend many more years working with the crew here. Signed, FF. So we don't know who FF is. But apparently he's working in the northern mine, which is, coincidentally, right here. North Mine Mystery. It's housing a monster egg that must be retrieved. Let's take a look out on his dock here. So this is actually where we find the cyan paint. It's a very nice looking paint color, in my opinion. There's something over there in the distance. But first, we're going to take a look at this. And unfortunately, I think we found out who FF was. Frank Fisher. Buried on his own property. Didn't make it. Unknown cause of death. Yeah. So well, let's head over here. Explore this next little mystery here. This one's not so much of a creepy mystery. It's just like a very strange thing. So we're gonna head to the edge of the water right here, and this one I have really questioned who put it here and why. Like, what's the purpose? We'll just take a look for yourself. It's staring at us with its beady little black eyes. Very, very strange rubber duck, a massive one at that, even so big that you can see it on the map. Now that's a big duck. Let's continue. Head back to the train before Charles appears again. Because you know how he is. He likes to appear when you're vulnerable. We just have another mystery up ahead, actually, which is perfect. Excuse me. Now we can paint our train blue. It's wonderful. Wonderful blue color. Right there. Alright, next mystery is... right here. Let's get a boost. No boost. That's okay. I hear possibly a Charles. So this mystery down here doesn't quite have a path. It's more of one you'd find just walking along the shoreline. If we come down to it here, it's this weird stone structure sticking out from the edge of the hill. Again, just some sort of mining operation, or, you know, possibly was at one point and is now walled off. But the lanterns are still lit, which kind of tells me that someone's been here fairly recently. All sorts of tools. Because lanterns don't just last forever. These are a flame style lantern. If we come down here, there's this hole smashed in the wall, kind of opening up and revealing to us some information. Because I don't know who would have been trapped or locked in this wall. Warren has taken a particular interest in the ruins around and under the island. He's even instructed us to change our mining course away from the existing veins we've been following. Has he lost his mind, or are we archaeologists now? So this is kind of a thing by the main guy, Warren, there. He's kind of telling everyone to follow orders, and instead of mining, he's nonchalantly getting them to expose more. There's something over here too. If we just come to the what would this be? The south. Come to the south. There's these little rock piles, almost like an Inukshuk from Canada. A little bit different. Who put these here? Why? And more importantly, who is this? Little crab friend. Did he build this? Is that him? Did you build this crab? It was you, wasn't it? Onward. So we're gonna mosey on back, hurry to our train before Charles reappears. Well, there's a church here we can explore as well. Nice little church. You never come here. Though it does hold something of interest. A few notes. Today's sermon was a true inspiration during these trying times. Very well thought out and thorough in every manner. I believe I speak for the whole congregation when I say that I admire your confidence and steadfast wisdom as we grieve our lost brothers and sisters. So this is kind of, where they can come to mourn lost ones. God is very mad, I think, probably. Charles may be devil, 96% certain. This is the sermon outline that we're reviewing here. Always sneaky. Spider versus snake. Spiders have more legs, usually. God will always win. God always wins, hopefully. He's doubtful on that. Sacrifice. Ask for volunteers. And he's going to ask someone in the crowd to be a sacrifice. Don't cry a lot, only a little. Say your closing prayers and clean up. So he's kind of explaining that God is very mad. Perhaps that's what caused Charles to appear. Is Charles the devil? Possibly. And he's 96% certain on that. Always sneaky. Is he referring to Charles being always sneaky, or is he saying that the people must be sneaky? Spider versus snake. Spiders have more legs, usually. This one's interesting because snakes don't have legs. Sorry to break it to you. And spiders versus a snake. Who would win? Is there a snake creature that we don't know about? Possibly. God always wins. Hopefully. He's doubtful. So you gotta have hope, though. Without hope, you have nothing. Sacrifices. Ask for volunteers. Perhaps he thinks a sacrifice could woo Charles over. I don't think so. Don't cry a lot, only a little. Crying could attract Charles. Say your closing prayers and clean up. So that was that. That's how that went. There's some black paint here. That's what's in this place. All right, let's continue on. Anything else? We do have some interesting stuff out here. Let's stop for a minute and kind of refer to the map. There's all these trails that just lead to nothing. Like these ones are all through the hills here, up and down. Very interesting indeed. There is a rather unusual thing out here. Now, just to find it is the only question. It's really hard to find these things, surprisingly. Right there. So we're gonna... What would be the best way to go about this, I wonder? Because we do have some more mysteries right there. Okay, well, let's do this one first. This is actually the mystery that I was originally looking for and couldn't find. Okay, Perfect, we're heading the right direction. So this mystery begins right here. Follow this very small pathway up here. Crossing a few little bridges as we go. Coming up to a grave. R.I.P. Warren. Death by Charles. Now this is very interesting because Warren is the main bad guy. And at this point you don't even know that Warren is alive. You don't know if Warren is alive or dead. And this kind of tells you that he's probably not alive. Warren L. Unless that's a different Warren, who knows? But the one that we all know is definitely alive. Let's take all this scrap and we open this chest, and this chest hides something a little different than the usual just scrap chest or paint. Sometimes there's paint in them. Right there. I don't know how this rail car got in the woods. I don't know why it's here, and I don't know why Warren wants me here either. I suppose just to keep an eye on those self-serving folks that want to kill us off. We're just following orders. The only reason they're in danger is because they refuse to follow along. True cowards, if you ask me. That's a good question. Why is this train cart here? How did it get here? It's in the middle of the woods, with no rails around. Somehow, it made its way up here. Perhaps Charles had a train carts behind him. He is a train after all, and typically trains aren't just a locomotive. They're usually more than that. Let's see. This is a camp that you do explore. This is a point of interest right there. We'll head back to that though. We gotta do... where is it? I just had it too. Right there. We'll head back. Huh, get back on the train, quick. I mean, in reality, we could explore from this angle as well. Now these come from the behind of the unmet NPC, the big building there. The one that you actually end up killing Charles with in the end. Let's just hop off here. So we're gonna run through the woods here a little bit. Kind of come across a bunch of paths. Very interesting paths that, again, you never use. And if you're tied to the train, which you are most of the game, you never wander on foot. Now, a lot of these I discovered during my playthrough of Trainless, where you don't have a train, obviously. And you really start cutting across and running through areas that you normally wouldn't have ever been in, like this one. There's all these paths that have scrap laying around them, and if we come over here, we have this little interesting point, almost like a bunker. Nothing real interesting outside the bunker, just a lot of scrap. Looks to be made out of maybe concrete. Charles. Perfect timing. We can test out the bunker. We'll hide inside. Some scrap. As per usual. A chest that we'll open. See what's inside. As Charles is directly outside of our bunker here. More scrap. Alright, let's read this note. Morse code. Now I wonder if we can decipher that right now. Let's go Morse code translator. Okay, how do we use this? Okay, let's go dash dot. Nope, that's not a dot. Dash dot space 1 2 3 dash space dot dash dot space slash space dash dot 1 2 3 space dot dash. I think I know what this is spelling. So far we have never gone. And it's a 1 2 3 4 5 word sentence. All right, let's continue here. Where were we? 3 dashes. That. Let's go. Doot 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 doot. Never gonna. Let's translate some more. Oh, what did I do wrong here? Dash dash dot 1 2 space 1 2 3 dash space never gonna give dash dot 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 dash forward slash dot dot dash dot dash dash dot. So the Morse code. Let's go. How do I do this? I don't want to lose this. Let's copy this so I could just make it up quick. We're going to add display. Let's go window capture. Where's that? I think it's game capture maybe. Any full screen. Okay, let's, how do I do this? I just want to show you guys what it looks like. Capture specific window. Okay, no, that's not working. Delete that. Let's just go browser. Okay, the URL is this. We're going to paste that in there. Boom. I don't know if I can... That might not work. Damn it. We're trying, guys. We're trying. Okay. Let's just do display capture. Okay. We're going to hit that. We're going to minimize that. And then let's do that. And there we go, guys. So this is our Morse code, and this is what it translates to. Output, never gonna give you up. So that is a obvious rickroll to to the poor people who actually spent the time to translate that, like us. Wow. So that literally just translates to a rickroll. What a guy. Darn developers. Well, I think Charles is gone now. Make sure I'm running in the right direction of the train. I'm not. How about that? Yes, pretty much. think there's a few more mysteries we can hit up. There's the church. Oh, we have a graveyard here. I don't think I've seen this. Graves are not very straight. Some are east to west, some are north to south. Ooh, that one's dug up. Or never been filled yet, perhaps. No name. Interesting. This one has a shovel leaning against the headstone. Perhaps they were preparing to dig that one up. Next mystery is right there. So we can head down this direction. That should give us kind of a idea of where we gotta go. This is a mine that isn't very mysterious, because we do explore it. Actually, this is a good spot. We don't quite explore the other half of this. Lots of empty land here, though. I'm sure there's stuff that me and other people have missed. Come on, train, give me a boost. Boost. Wow, no boost. Oh, they've seen us. Let's get them. I don't think we're getting them. There's some people up there. Yeah, there they are. Come running. Running in the wrong direction. Alright, so this area up here is actually where you're supposed to go. So this is one of the mines that you have to explore to retrieve one of the eggs. And it's just up here. Right here. So you got this interesting looking mine that leads into where to get it. We didn't grab the key, but that doesn't matter. This isn't what I was here for. So if you just kind of come back here to the south a little bit. See some interesting textures there. But you also see some unfortunate blood smears. And if you follow these, they got a little bit of a camp set up here. I'm assuming the henchmen. That box is unrelated. Those are just a random spawn. Oh, we got a letter here. We tried and we failed. By the time we managed to clear the wreckage, everyone had already passed. I'm saddened, truly distraught. I thought of these men like brothers, causing these circumstances to cut deeper than I could have imagined. So it sounds like they had a cave-in. So if we look here, we got some train carts we can follow into the cave. Lots and lots of blood everywhere. And that's it. There's some of the tools. They tried to help the people. Who's in there still? Where did this lead? How many people were stuck in the cave? Hello there, Dalek. Sorry if that's Dalek, if that's not how you pronounce your name. I'm very bad with names. Don't take it personally. Thanks for coming by, checking out the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Or night, wherever you're from. Let's, gotta get a good boost here. Nope, not good enough. If you jump quick enough, you can actually, get it before it turns. Get the track switched before the train takes off the wrong direction. This is not one of those times, apparently. Okay, so we're just passing here on the left, the great big shrine that you get all the eggs to, and you fight Charles. So right here we have another path, and if we follow this path, it has something very interesting. Just like the others, we have another shrine. But this shrine is not the same. The shrine is different. And by different, I mean, there's a note. Oh no. Okay, we'll read it quick. Beware of the bus. His name is Gus. He's not on the island, though, so don't worry too much. When you go back to the mainland, don't ride the bus. Gus, bus the Gus. He's bad and fast. Charles fears Gus. And this was signed by chat. One of you guys in the live stream here. But no, beware of the bus. His name is Gus. He's not on the island, though, so don't worry too much. When you go back to the mainland, don't ride the bus. Gus, bus the Gus. He's bad and fast. Charles fears Gus. So. Oh no. Oh no. Charles. Oh. I think Charles was stuck. Oh no, he's not stuck now. He's unstuck. Alright. So that's Gus the bus. Who is Gus? Why is he a bus? Who wrote that? Because they said he's on the main line. Is that hinting at a part 2? A second follow-up to the game? Maybe we'll have a bus monster instead of set up the island spider train. Let's hold here. We'll park inside here a little bit. But what is Gus? Will we ever meet him? And apparently Charles fears the bus named Gus. And who's Chat? Who wrote that letter and signed it with Chat's name? There's not much here. Something to note though, if you can get up here before you start the game, you can actually get into the bus or the train depot before you unlock it, which is interesting. I've tried though. It's not, I can't say impossible, but very difficult if possible. Perhaps you could climb up this water tank somehow. Who knows? That's something for another day. Let's get back inside. If we even can. I wonder if that jump is possible. Yep. So you very well could, if you were nimble enough to get up on that water tower there. Maybe. Ooh. Just about, eh? Not quite, though. It's like the game wants you to. It's teasing you, though. Oh, well. Well, I think... Let me see here. Okay, let's see. What... Do we have any other secrets? I don't think so. Or any other mysteries, rather. No, I think that's pretty well all of them. We had the little crab by the rocks. We got pretty well all the abandoned places, I believe. Yeah, so there's another shrine here. That's next to a guy's house that you go to in the game, so that one's not too interesting. So yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for joining us today, exploring these mysteries. If you missed out on the stream, be sure to check out, you can check out YouTube and just rewatch the stream, of course, but I might make a little bit of a shorts episode kind of explaining these little guys maybe in more detail, get some info. But yeah, until then, thank you guys so much for watching today's stream. And hopefully we can see you in the next one. Might do something tonight. We'll see. But yeah, again, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. And I will see you guys in the next one, hopefully. Have a good day. Hit the wrong button. That's not the button. I don't know what the button is. This one? This one. Maybe. I don't know. I'm so lost. Not the right button.